Hi friends, I'm Betsy Poos and welcome to today's 25-minute Yoga Sculpt class focused on our legs and lower body. We'll get started in child's pose. Please have a light pair of dumbbells, maybe a light and medium pair of dumbbells nearby. Child's pose, knees apart, big toes together, fold your torso inside and reach your arms out in front of you. Start here with a few deep breaths. Most of the work that we'll be doing through these Yoga Sculpt classes will be timed. So either holding a pose for 30 to 60 seconds, or moving through one particular action or movement for 30 to 60 seconds. Come up to fingertips, lift the forearms, elbows, upper arm bones towards the sky so you get just a little bit more reach and stretch here. And inhale, come up to all fours, place the hands outer shoulder distance apart, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. For our purposes today, let's pedal out the feet side to side, shake your head a little bit, yes and no. And then take about 3 breaths in a steady position here. Press down and forward through the arms. Think thighs back. Press the heels down towards the ground. Look forward to your hands now and step or jump all the way to the front of the mat. Stand up. Place the hands together right at the place of the heart. Just like we would in any other yoga class, I like to start with an intention. Let your intention today be to be present and full in your power. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. So continuing our warm up through 2 rounds of sun salutation A. It's half lift here. And then step back to plank. Lower right on down to the mat. Change to cobra or up dog. Downward dog, lift the hips up and back. Look forward to your hands, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stand, reach to the sky. And bring the palms together, center of the chest. We'll do this one more time. Lift and reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Step back to plank. Looks like the top of your push-up and then the lower part of the push-up. Chest up and through for cobra or up dog and downward dog. Full stretch here. Press the hands down and forward. Lift the hips high. Little bend in the knees can help relieve extra tension in the hamstrings and low back. As warranted, stretch the legs straighter though. Okay, look forward to the hands, step or jump. Come up halfway and fold. Stand, reach the hands overhead. Bring palms together, center of the chest. Please take a wide stance on your yoga mat. Take the hands out to either direction, so star pose. This first series is classic yoga asana poses. Turn the toes straight ahead, heels straight back, and just reach in all directions. Warrior 2, turn the right toes out 90 degrees. Look out over the right fingertips. Exhale, bend the knee, and sit low into the hip. Here we're going to or towards 90-degree angle from inner hip to inner knee, knee down towards the inner ankle. Gaze down enough to see your big toe. If it's hidden by your knee, keep expanding it out towards the pinky toe side of the foot. We've got each side here for 30 seconds. You're almost there. And straighten the leg, turn the toes, go right into the second side. Exhale and bend. Keep the shoulders stacked right on top of your hips. Tendency might be to lean a little forward, a little back. Try right into the center here. We're wasting absolutely no time. Stay with the steadiness of your breath. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg. Again, go back to the first side. 2 straight legs, triangle pose. Reach as far as you can to the right, and then lower the hand to your leg or to the floor. Top arm straight up to the sky. To enhance a little bit more work in the core, keep the bottom hand on your leg rather than the floor. You'll notice you'll have to do more to contain strength in the core. Here we are, all the way up. It's a quick 30 seconds, really. Second side, reach and lower. Left hand to the bottom leg or the ground. Again, if you're going hand to the ground, today let's reach it to the inside of the foot. Look anywhere that feels right to you. Press down and out through the feet. Expand through the arms, all the way out to the fingertips. And stand it all the way back up. Keep the feet wide. Turn all 10 toes parallel. Wide-legged forward fold. Drop the hands right underneath the line of the shoulders and go for a long length of the spine first. So think more like back bend shape here. Look out in front of you. Change the weight so you feel a little bit more in the toes, less in the heels. We're staying here for 30 more seconds, and during this next 30 seconds, we're at it. Lift the heels and release. Lift the heels and release. So a little bit of calf raise here. Up and down, up and down. Always think navel pulled up and towards the spine to keep the core nice and engaged. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and hold, 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 lower it down. Hands to the hips, come all the way upright, step to the top end of your yoga mat. Surya Namaskar B, or Sun Salutation B, bend the knees, sit into your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. So this Surya Namaskar B, clearing out the first round for us. This first round looking very traditional for our yoga asana practice. Up and back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot in between the hands, spin the left heel down. Lift up, warrior one. Stay here for a breath. Push more weight into your back foot than the front. And then lower the hands down. Go through plank, mat, cobra, keeps the hips on the ground. Downward facing dog here. Step the left foot forward, right heel down to one of those big full steps. Use the core strength as you step through. One breath. Lower the hands back down. Plank, hold and hover. Up dog is where the entire body, except for the feet and the hands, are off of the ground. A little more work in the upper body in terms of strength building. Stay here, downward facing dog, a few breaths. Look forward to your hands, step or jump, front end of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Stand all the way up. Bring palms together, center of your chest. Take 2 full cleansing breaths here. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and breath out. All right, we are going to pick up our medium-sized weights. I'm using 10-pound weights. Find yourself at the wall. Bend your knees and take a nice sit here. So this is chair sit at the wall. Weights, I suggest 5 or 10 pound dumbbells in each hand. Sit right back against the wall. Press your shoulders and your head into the wall. Stay right there for me. I just need to take a quick change to my timer. But you keep on working. Stay in that chair pose. Good. We've got just 5 more seconds here in chair sit at the wall. And you've done it. Come all the way back up. Hold on to just one weight. And instead of the 10-pound weight, I'm actually going to change to a lower 5-pound weight so I can get an idea here of balance. Stand in the middle of the mat, facing the short side. Place the dumbbell in your left hand and tap your right foot back behind you. Bend the left knee a little bit. Hinge forward at the waistline. Waiting for my timer for just a moment here. And we're going for 30 seconds. Lift the back leg up. Tap it down. Lift the back leg up. Tap it down. Once you find your balance, you might want to take both hands to the dumbbell. Go up and down, up and down, up and down. Tap the foot in, stand up. So choose to stay on that same dumbbell. You can go right into a two-handed hold if that was working for you. Tap the left foot back behind you and lift and lower. Lift and lower. The whole time, I'm keeping a nice bend on the standing leg. Try to pull the right hip back in space here. Lifted leg is going up towards the line of the spine. Nice strong squeeze in the glute with each lift. And we've got 3, 2, and 1. Stand on up. Release the dumbbell for a moment. Give yourself just a little bit of a shake out. All right, instead of lifting the leg to the back, we'll be lifting our leg to the front. Stand in the same plane, feet about hip distance apart. You know what, I want to sit back onto the end of the mat so that I can focus at the front of the mat here. Right foot out in front, pick up the knee as high as you can. Hold underneath the thigh. We'll get us going with some stages here. Then extend the leg. You can stay with any of these stages. Next one, hands to the hips. And for the last 10 seconds, down and up, down, up, down, up, and down, and up. 2 feet back together. We'll do the same stages on the second side. It all goes quite quickly by here. Lift the left knee into the chest. Hold underneath. Pick it up a little bit higher. Extend the leg out. Stay with it. Still good there. Hands to the waist. Again, those last 10 seconds, the leg goes down and up. Think of powering through the inner thigh, but we do want to keep the legs parallel to one another in this position. Down and up, and down and up. 2 feet together from the back of the yoga mat here. Lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Give yourself a couple of breaths. Release the head. Hands back to the hips. Point the elbows up to the sky. Come back up to standing. Grab your heavier dumbbells again. Take your feet just wider than the hips. We're simply doing squats here, keeping the dumbbells by the side. You can also load them at your shoulders. Lower down and stand back up. Each time you come up, you can really explode up, a little more explosive movement for us here. Explode up, lower and up. I'm going down to about mid-calf as I come back up and up. These are 45-second movement, and after 45 seconds, I'm going to have us hold low squat. Here we're coming up on it right here. Hold down for 15 seconds. Keep the knees over the second and third toes, still upright in your spine. Pull in the belly, nice and strong here. We've got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. We're done with lunges. Set down the heavier dumbbells and pick up the lighter dumbbells. Stand more towards the center of the mat. Split the right foot forward and the left foot back. This is another minute-long exercise. First 45 seconds with movement. The last 15 we will hold. You hear me breathing? I'm right there with you. Down and up. So we're splitting the center here. Arms straight down by our side. Back knee coming a couple of inches above the mat each time, and then all the way back up. Press through your front big toe to help maintain the integrity of the pose here. If you need to slow it down to keep the balance, you slow it down to keep the balance. Keep the movement. We're almost through the movement and we're getting ready for the hold. Favorite part right here. Stay in it, stay in it. Squeeze the glutes. Look straight ahead. Shoulders right over the waistline here. 15 seconds. We can do anything for 15 seconds and you are done. Step forward, keep holding onto your weights. Just shake out the legs a little bit. 15 seconds in between, just like the hold, it goes by pretty quick. So here we are, second side. I've got my left foot in front now, down and up. Feels a little too short, you're always got the time. Squiggle it out a little bit longer. We want the front knee not going beyond the line of the ankle, so know that you can always a little bit more length by lengthening through the back foot. Again, go slower to help you stay in it. We are present, we are powerful. Getting ready for our hold, here it is. Lower down and stay. Tailbone towards the ground, shoulders over the hips. Navel back towards the spine. Breathe, steady. And straighten the legs. You are there. Step forward. Release your weights down. One last round and then we get right into cool down. We've almost made it. Okay, downward facing dog is where we go first here. Stretch it out. Hard part, I think, is over. Those lunges are what I always dread a little bit. Come down to your hands and knees. Extend the right hand out in front of you, left foot back behind you. Lift it up. Stay and hold here. We are doing the hold first for this position. Open it out to the side. Want elbow and knee to pull in towards each other. back out. Take it to the front. Pull in here. Extend out. Diagonal line, so the pace is slower. Come back to the front. Pull in. Extend out. Open it up. Pull in. Out. Back to the front. Pull in and out. Release right hand down. Left leg down. Stay as you are. Couple more breaths. We'll get right into our second side here. Extend the left hand, right foot. Lift up. Hold first. First 15 seconds is a hold. And then we move. Take it out to the diagonal. Pull in, out. Take it back to the front and back. Here it's in and out. Diagonal, in and out. Front and back, in and out. One more time. You keep going. Take it out to the diagonal. In and out. Take it to the front. In and out. Set it down. Turn over. Grab your lower sized weights one more time. If this is not your first time through this with me, and you know, hey, I can use a little heavier weight in each of the weighted exercises each time, grab the medium weight. Bridge pose, it's our last pose prior to our cool down. Hooray, we're almost there. Press down through the feet, shoulders, back of the head, lift your hips. So we are just holding the weights right here. Squeeze the glutes a lot. We always want to keep strong, steady back body so that there is room to breathe, there's room to feel open. You've almost done it. And lower it down. Set the weights to your side. You can roll to the side, set them down, and then come back onto your back. From your back, spread your hands out in a T shape. Lift both knees into the center. Drop the knees over to one side. Try to keep both shoulders mostly on the ground here. I like to just look straight up towards the sky, maybe even close the eyes. You've done the hard work. Very focused. 25 minutes of work. Bring the knees across the center, on over to the second side. Really excited to be putting this Yoga Sculpt series out to the public. This is sort of years of the work that I've done compressed into just a few workouts. I hope that you'll find it beneficial. I like to get my workout in towards the morning hours. Bring the knees back to the center. Give yourself a nice hug. Lift head and shoulders off of the mat. Squeeze it in. Release the head back down. And rock yourself all the way back up to a seated position. Stretch the legs straight out in front of you. Arms sweep up to the sky. Bend your knees a little bit here and then fold over and grab hold of the feet. Being good with your spine. Let the head then look down. If you have a little more range of motion, go for a bit more straighter in the legs. Keep your belly pressed against your thighs though. If you have more time to stretch out, please take more time. As you come back up, take a cross-legged seat, crisscross applesauce. Hands down along your thighs. I want to always give us about 30 seconds to close in a seat. Hands can stay down or perhaps over belly and chest to help continue to monitor the lengthening and filling of the breath. Thank you for being present for this 25 minutes, powerful in your intention. May you take that same presence out into the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Yoga Sculpt legs focused workout. Namaste.